Alright guys, I just got online and I actually noticed that it was almost 6 a.m. so I rushed down to Stranglethorn Vale and I hit the arena and I only had to kill a hunter and a warrior. Luckily they weren't as high level as me because you know Protection Paladin's not going to be the best PvPer, but I took them both out. I think the hunter was 45 and the warrior was 44. But they both came at me hard, but I took them down. So we got our first Arena Master. I've actually never gotten the Arena Master trinket, so I thought that was kind of fun to do that. We also got this item here, which is kind of nice because I can send this to... it was buy on equip, which is nice. So I'll send this to my priest, she'll enchant it, and I'll send it to my hunter. So that's cool. Alright, what else? Let's go ahead and... Gotta clean out my inventory a little bit. But that was neat. That's actually the first time I've ever gotten the arena chest. I'm not gonna lie. So I was pretty happy about that. It's pretty early in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I have to go to work in about 3 hours, 2.5 hours. Just for like an hour or two. But then I'll be hopefully coming back and playing WoW. I will be coming back and playing WoW. Let's see. Right now, we're going to try to get to level 53. And we're going to take a look at our quest log. Okay, so I need to do the Sunken Temple. Another Sunken Temple quest. Let's do this. Southern Felwood. Let's see if we can't find different musical track. This one sounds kind of nice. Let's try this out. Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever gone. I mean, I've gone into the arena, in the Garibashi arena, many times before. On private servers, but they were PvP servers, so I could never get it because I was a Protection Paladin. There was always a bunch of people there, and I either got killed or just knew that I couldn't get it. This being a PvE server, there's only 2 people there. So... It was funny, the warrior came down, and it was an alliance warrior, and I knew I could take him because he was only 44, that was easy. And then, but when he was running back up the stairs, he ran past the hunter's cat pet, which made the hunter, it was a horde, and the hunter's cat pet was stealth, and so when he ran past, it became visible for a split second, so I just jumped the cat and focused on killing the cat. Once the cat went down, by then the warrior was already like down to like 60% health just from because I threw up my crystal spire, and so the hunter was already down to like 60% health just from hitting me and taking reflection damage. And then I pretty much killed the warrior, and at that point I think I laid on hands because I was like maybe 20% health, and then I took out the hunter because he had no pet at that point. It was pretty easy. So yeah, what do you do? I think you have to get 10 of these to get the trinket, I believe. It says it starts a quest. I've actually never done this before. So the Arena Master. There must be more to being a Master of the Arena than this. Perhaps the pirate who runs the event will know. But yeah, 3 a.m., 6 a.m. are probably the only chances I'll have to get the Arena Master tokens, because that's when people aren't going to be that many people online. I should have started recording then, but I actually wasn't something I'd planned on doing. I just happened to be in the area and realized it was 6 a.m. and said, well, let's go see if we can get the trinket or get the Arena Master item. I'm gonna head to Felwood. We'll turn this one in, and then we're going to try to find... I need to turn this one in as well. And then this one as well. Click 5 samples of how tall a haze. Sulfuric. I didn't know I still had a Zulfark quest. As you can see, my quest log is... One thing about... The other thing I think I've said oftentimes, if there was something I would want to change in Classic WoW, one of the things that'd be nice for them to change would be to increase the size of the quest log. Maybe not even a lot, just increase it to like 25. Just like 5 more would be nice. Because I generally don't run out of quest room. But once you get to, like, I'd say around like level 45, then you start kind of really going to a lot of different zones and grabbing a lot of different quests that are around 40 to 50, and your quest log starts to fill up. We are at 92 gold. I used to have, what was it? I think it was up to almost 200 gold, and then I bought the Flurry Axe for 150. Which knocked me down to 15 gold. So from that point, from 15 gold, this is where I'm at now at 92 gold. No more. Don't have any more of those gems. I also need to Angora Crater and start. I like to keep stocking up on more of these crystals. The Crystal Spires and the Crystal Wards. So after I do a few quests in Felwood, we'll probably end up in Ungoro again. Let me plug in my laptop here in a second. We'll hit Darnassus first, and then we'll hit Felwood. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, laptop. I want to bring up the stream on my laptop as well. Cool. And it's 19 seconds on the next. Actually, I need to get more Thalendra seeds as well. I need to remember to do that. Ooh, I should probably put this one over here. Yeah, we need to. I hate it when I have multiple types of potions. You know, usually I only have the keybind for numpad 3, numpad 4. People sometimes ask me why I use the numpad keys. Is it hard to reach them? I'm like, I'm so used to using them, I can hit them really quick. But yeah, once I get to all major, it's not really an issue. But before you get to before you have a lot of major mana and major healing, sometimes you'll kind of be stuck having multiple potions, which is a little bit annoying. And of course, we got this from because it's it's Halloween right now. I have had the worst luck with Morrow Grain. I mean, seriously, and some of this was from Ken. Ken was nice enough to send me some Morrow Grain. I think he sent me, I can't remember how many, like 13, 12 or 13. And with all the times I've done this Morrow quest, and I've gone through 2 packages of Thalendra seeds now, only got 1 more. So that's 39 I've gone through. And I've only gotten like maybe 20 Morrow Grain out of 39. That's really bad. RNG-wise, that's really bad. Normally I would probably have twice that much. Actually, I would say, yeah, on average I'd have twice that much. So I've had really bad luck with the Morrow Grain quest. It does come and go in waves, you know. The beauty of RNG. RNGesus. Yeah, but we took out that hunter, that poor hunter. when I was in the arena in Garabashi Arena and I killed that hunter's pet and I got on that hunter with my flurry axe, yeah, he knew he was screwed. So PvP wise, you're fine as long as you're killing hunters that are like 5 levels beneath you. I would have a hard time killing a level 60 hunter with a 52, paladin. Protection paladin would not be easy. So you have to collect 12 Arena Masters and turn them into the guy. Alright. 12. Wow, I thought it was 10. and they don't stack. So these 12, so it sucks. Like, literally, these 12 are gonna fill up 12 slots in my bags. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. We're gonna have to buy a bag in the auction house just to hold the arena, just to hold that, you know, the arena master items. That sucks. Actually, I talked to the innkeeper in Duskwood in Darkshire, and she turned me into a little Diablo, a little mini Diablo. But unfortunately, I can't do it again for another 40 minutes. We're gonna go to Felwood. I could also farm. I mean, I need to farm the living essence again. Oh, I need to go to Darnassus. I screwed up. I was gonna go to Darnassus, and I hit the flat mess, and I was thinking head Felwood on the brain. So, I guess since we're flying to Felwood, we'll just go ahead and do Felwood. But no, I can't. I'm gonna have to turn around. It's not long. It shouldn't be a long flight. I hope. We're gonna have to fly right back, unfortunately. Hopefully this isn't a long flight. Oh, I have 2 quests to turn in. I thought I only had 1. Cleansing Felwood complete. Oh, the Lincoln's Memories here. Okay, sweet. Yeah, but I have to go to Darnassus first. I can't live without my Thlendra seeds. So we're gonna grab another couple stacks of that. That will cost me. Well, actually, cost me 3.6 gold to buy 2 stacks. But that's what we're gonna buy, 2 stacks. And hope that our RNG is better on these 2 stacks. I love the flight path into Felwood. I mean, it's not too often you fly to zones in Classic WoW or World of Warcraft Vanilla and the sky is green. If you take a look, the sky, can't see it here, so we go through the flight path is cool when you first start to enter, but you can see here the sky is green. It's one of the, I think the only zone I know of where the sky is actually green. It's like green, some sort of green mist, I guess. Yeah, but we want to get to, we'll go ahead and get to, try to get to 53 here before I have to go to the office. I have to push out a production website today, but, so hit the office around 9 a.m., hopefully get that done within about an hour, be back here online within, depending on if the girlfriend will, if she tries to get in my way, I'm going to shoot her down. I say nope. But she went out to a concert with friends last night, so actually I should have been playing last night, but I was real tired. Well, it wasn't just that. I was actually watching a movie, then playing my guitar, and I was doing other stuff besides WoW. Oh, sweet, we're almost there. Okay, so since I screwed up, unfortunately, I'm so mad I did this, but now I gotta fly right back. But we can fly straight to Throne Village. Yeah, we need to do this quest. A lot of times you can get in a group for this one because a lot of people do it. Here's the Entropic Cores. And here's the Jade Gnar. A lot of people farm these for Felcloth and for the runes, Soulbound runes. The Corruption with Jade Fire. I'm just not sure, like, after watching Bucci Smash's videos and after talking to tanks a lot, and just from my last couple years of playing Protection Paladin, I'm still not sold on stacking like all intellect gear. I still think that having strength gear is, you know, it helps. I mean, you know, if you hover over strength here as a Protection Paladin, increases the attack power, of course, which is fine. So you're going to do more damage, but it also increases the amount of damage that can be blocked with a shield. So it's straight up damage mitigation. The more strength you have, the more the one thing I don't know, and I have to look this up, and actually while I'm flying, I'm going to Google this right now, is how much, you know, so let's say a vanilla WoW, how much damage, or let's just say vanilla WoW strength. What I'm looking for is how much strength, you know, is how much extra damage does the shield, does strength actually help you block? Because it doesn't say. It says increase the amount of damage that can be blocked with shield. Now if we go into general tab here, we can look at block, but this only tells us our chance to block, okay, which is 5.4. And if you look here and you remove your shield, now it says 5.4. So it's, you know, so I think it's interesting that you have a block value, 30 block here, but that it doesn't directly show that that actually affects your percent to block. That's another thing I don't really understand about Protection Paladins is, I mean, obviously 30 block is better, but it doesn't seem to directly correlate to a percentage block chance because it's not changing my percent to block. So I've never really understood exactly what 30 block means on my shield. Is that damage blocked? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the amount of damage you're blocking. So I think what we could do, if that is the case, what we can do is we can go under a combat log here, and when we do block, here's the PvP. Here's what I killed the guys in the Garibashi arena. I was attacking Meow Mix. Melee swing hits me. Cute Faith has slain Hist. But yeah, we can look at our combat log and see how much, you know, when you block, it'll say, oh, you got hit for certain, or you block, and it'll show you usually how much damage you actually blocked. So if the block here is referring to how much damage you're blocking, which is what I'm going to guess that means, then we should be able to kind of figure out based on strength what, you know, how much additional damage we're actually blocking based on the strength factor. It says that this amount is, okay, so strength improves the amount of damage blocked when a block occurs. This amount is determined by strength and by the block value of the shield. Which makes me wonder, this is just a post that somebody had done on a forum. Which makes me wonder if it would be advantageous for a protection spec to consider divine strength, since it's total 10% strength reach, which could potentially do a lot for your shield damage absorption. Okay, so here we go. Every 20 points of strength equals 1 block value, okay? So, if you look at my strength, I have 182. So we're looking at, you know, we're looking at 9 extra points. So right now, my shield block is 30. I get 9 from strength, so every time I block, I'm blocking 39 points of damage. That's what I'm going to guess this means. So once I get to 200 strength, we'll be looking at, hold on a second, it was every, yeah, once we get to 200, we'll be at 10 points of damage blocked. So, I mean, if you were to, you know, if you were to spec all intellect, you're going to have a lot more mana, which is good. But I would lose out on a little bit of damage because it depends. Every time I block, let's say, you know, in a fight you do block quite a bit. So, say I fight like one mob and I block 10 times, that's going to be like 400 damage that my block has absorbed. And if I have 200 strength, out of that 400 damage, let's see, we're looking at 30. Out of that 400 damage blocked, 100 of it will be based solely on my strength. Oh, I already turned the quest into that guy. Now I just have to go turn the repeatable one in. So yeah, I mean, strength is not a bad thing. It definitely helps you absorb more damage, especially if you're fighting a lot of mobs at once. So it's I would say that dumping all strength for all in seems to me to not be, you know, I wouldn't think that would be the best way to go, personally. Oh, that's a shitty one. All we got was that. That's bad. I've had really bad RNG. Okay, this one's a little better. We got the greater intellect, agility, and all this. Now, you're always going to get usually Moonberry Juice and Ultrox Swiss, or these three things. You always get at least 2 of these 3 probably on every one of these bags. But what you're really hoping to get is obviously potions and scrolls. But honestly, those 2 are pretty piss poor. So for all that, for basically 1.8 gold, that's what I ended up getting, you know. Actually, 3.6 gold. I didn't know I had enough for 3, okay. Here we go. See, intellect, that's good. Mana's pretty good. You know, and we got Moonberry Juice. See, this is a much better one. Now we got Scroll. I mean, look, this is an example of a really good Snare and Circle cache. You've got some food. This is good food. You've got, you know, some healing, some intellect, some more you do, more like mana regen, scroll stamina 3, which is pretty good. And then this is really good. Elixir Demon Slaying for enchanting. This will sell in the auction house pretty well. Both of these would sell in the auction house pretty well. Of course, I won't sell these in the auction house. I will save these and use them probably myself for my other characters and stuff. But that's an example of a pretty good turn-in. So yeah, that costs, you know, 1.8 gold. I usually buy 2 stacks. I just think it's worth it. I think between all the mana regen stuff, because at my level, I don't have any way to buy, you know, like Morning Glory Dew is freaking expensive, right? So like 5 Moonberry Juice, I believe, is like, if I'm thinking correctly, it's literally like 15 silver or something. You know, it's like 60 silver to buy a stack of this. So to buy a stack of the Morning Glory Dew is even more. So to be able to get, you know, this stuff. Wait a minute. Why did that look different this time? Did you guys see that? When I opened this one up, it looks different than it did before. Maybe it just shuffled. I think it just shuffled it around. Yeah, it shuffled it around. I missed this one though. Restorative. Which is good. That's also a nice one. So doing this quest and getting the Morning Glory Dew, really, you know, it's a pretty good money saver. I'm gonna guess a 5. I'll have to go hit a vendor, but I think 5 Morning Glory Dew is probably gonna cost you like 45 silver or something ridiculous. I think that's the one from. Let's grab this quest because this should be the quest for Winter Spring. This guy has 2 feather quests. One is for Airy Peak, and the other one I believe is Winter Spring. Yeah, see Winter Spring. So we'll grab this one because we're going to be in Winter Spring pretty soon. Hey, what's up, Bolo? Yeah, I know. It is early. I got my first Arena Master item, Bolo. I only had to kill a hunter and a warrior to get it. But they were you know, they were like 45 and 44. So although they both tried to to tag team me, But still, it was no problem taking out those two guys since I'm 52. It is early, dude. I'm tired. I couldn't sleep. And I didn't play at all yesterday, which my girlfriend doesn't even realize that. She got out of work early and went out to a concert with some of her friends, so she was pretty much gone from 3 until midnight. You would have thought I would have played but you know, I worked until about 6. But over the next 6 hours, I didn't play WoW. I actually watched movies. I watched a couple movies, played my guitar, and did some research on a drawing I'm going to do for my girlfriend there's like a forest drawing I'm going to do that I'm going to have framed and put up in the living room. I've been putting it off for a long time. I've been wanting to do that. And draw some trees and mountains and with my colored pencils and get that framed. Oh. I have too many hobbies. That's the problem. You know, there's so many things I always want to do. It's hard for me to focus on just one of them. I mean, but even before I logged in here, I mean, when I logged in, I wanted to play my druid because my druid's level 16 and I want to get her to 20 because she's maxed out on alchemy. I can just and I've got literally like, you know, 500 or at least 500 Firefin Snapper, and making fire oil for her is orange. So I know as soon as I hit 20, I can just make a shit ton of fire oil and get her alchemy, you know, and I've got, you know, now that I'm doing, the other thing that's good about doing the, you know, obviously doing these evergreen pouches is obviously all the herbs I get that aren't Morrograin just get sent right to my druid. So I love this repeatable quest. That's why I love Ungoro Crater, you know, because you're getting these gems that give you the crystal spires, crystal wards. You're also getting, you know, this Ungoro soil that we can use for our repeatable Morrograin research. So. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna follow Bucci Smash's bowl. I don't think I'm gonna follow his. I can't see stacking all intellect. I think you have to have some strength. I was just running the numbers, and if I've got 30 block on my shield, right? So every time I block, I'm blocking 30 damage with my shield, right? Every 20 points of strength give me another point of damage block. So if I have 200 strength, that's an additional 10, right? So 10 plus 30 is 40. That means every time I block, I'm blocking 40 damage. Well, I mean, I block quite a bit, so that's, you know, that adds up over the course of a fight. So if I just start equipping all intellect gear, I'm going to lose pretty much, you know, I'll lose like 92 strength. So I guess it is, you know, I guess it isn't that much, but it, obviously over time, especially when you're AoE pulling, it does add up. So it's hard to just dump mitigation, you know. It's like I think my favorite part about any tanky character is the fact that they are tanky. They can mitigate a lot of damage, and so I think there's got to be a little bit of a balance. Also, I don't like stacking like all Lightforge gear. I usually like stacking 2 Lightforge items and then going all Valor, and that way I get the double. I get plus 200 armor twice, so I get plus 400 armor total. So I'll probably go that route and see how it works. But the thing is, the biggest thing is I'm stubborn. I get a way that I kind of like, and it's hard to get me to change. And so I don't really know how well like an all intellect build would do because I've never done it. So but I think, you know, I was talking to Tanks a lot again, you know, and he's played Protection Mountain a lot as well, and he's thinking that, you know, it's kind of like you want some spell power, you want some intellect, but you don't want to go all spell power and all intellect. You're also going to be losing your damage. I mean, if I stack all intellect, I'm also losing the additional damage that I'm getting from. You're also going to be losing the additional damage you get from your strength as well. So not just only mitigation, you're losing damage. So that's why I like to think of intellect, you know, augmenting my mana pool with potions. That's why I really want to get my alchemist higher up so she can start, you know, eventually supplying Cute Faith with lots and lots of mana potions and lots of stuff that will increase my intellect. Or, you know. All right, so we have a couple. Please tell me I've got my mining pick. Yes. Remember last time I didn't? Jesus, that was a freaking nightmare. But before...
Lovely.
What? What?
Lovely.
Okay, we have to get some Cenarian. Where's the cave at? Okay, it's right here. Cave entrance is over here. Let's go ahead and get in the cave. Actually, it's right beneath me, isn't it? Yeah. It's probably not going to be too many people in the cave at 6:48 a.m.
Lovely. Lovely. You were screwed.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Lovely.
I guess we'll eat some of this, we'll eat some of this. Now, why can I only get 5? I thought, is 5 bobbing apples all that they'll give you? Oh. I think at some point later on in World of Warcraft they changed it so you could stack more than 5, right, Bola? I don't know if he's still online, but I think now in vanilla though it's only 5, which sucks. It'd be nice to stack more than that, but. I screwed up and didn't do my moral grain research.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Hey Pierre, advice? Can you be more specific? I mean, if you're new, I mean, I'm assuming you mean new player and you're playing Paladin? Are you playing Protection? Are you playing Red? So yeah, ask me more specific questions and I'll try to help you if I can. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm yawning.
You were screwed.
Ah, I'm not screwed. I'm fine.
You
For
were
starting as
screwed.
Protection Paladin? Um, yeah, I mean, there's nothing like you have to kind of figure out what build you want to go with. I mean, you have to figure out whether you want to tank or not. I mean, do you plan on tanking a lot, or you just want to do protection because you want to do like me and you want to do more like AOE farming? You know, I guess advice. You just need to learn. The first thing you want to do is you definitely want to make sure that you can find a blacksmith who can make shield spikes for you. That's going to be super important so that if you are going to be leveling as Protection Paladin or playing Protection Paladin, you're going to need a good shield. You're going to need a good shield spike so when you're blocking, you're doing damage to your shield spike. You're going to want to, obviously figure out what kind of build you want to use, whether you're going to go straight consecration right off the bat in the holy tree here.
You were screwed.
You want to determine whether you want to go with a more intellect based gear, like this item here, the Emerald Helm of the Eagle. Do you want to go with more eagle item, which would be intellect, stamina, or do you want to go with a more strength based set, like this, like bear items for stamina and strength? The strength's going to give you, it's going to make you do more damage when you hit people, and it's also going to make you block. Every 20 points of strength gives you 1 additional point of damage that you're blocking. So at 182, I have 9 points of extra damage that I'm blocking, and of course my shield has 30. So every time I block an attack, I'm going to be
Lovely.
reducing the damage by 39. So some of that is based off my strength. So you have to determine whether or not you want to go with more strength because of that, because of more mitigation, damage mitigation, or if you just want to go intellect because as a paladin you're constantly dealing with mana problems. You run out of mana a lot. So you may want to, look at mixing and matching strength and intellect. If you really like tanking, then hold on a second. Sorry for me to talk too much while I'm thinking about what I'm doing here. But yeah, I mean, if you really like tanking, then let's just eat one of these apples. Yeah, if you're like tanking, you're probably gonna want to go with a lot of some. I would definitely recommend going with some strength-based gear, some strength stamina, and I mean, what I would do is I would go strength stamina first when leveling, and then if you want to go more intellect later, you can always respec, and and swap out your gear. Like I went with strength-based gear. I mean, even stuff like you get rinses, a lot of it's going to be like strength stamina. This is Big Bad Pauldrons. There is a lot of. I would definitely recommend looking up guides on how to play Protection Paladin. I would also look up gear, like dungeon gear that drops that's going to be good for Protection Paladin. I was also looking for some gear, like there's some stuff in Marodon. There's like a really good mace that when you hit people, it returns 50 mana to you. There's a shield also, I think, in Marodon that when you block, it actually does damage when you block. So that's going to help you with tanking. So definitely look into the dungeons and what gear drops in what dungeons for you, so that if you do want to tank, you can start building a good set of gear for tanking. Make sure you might want to. You definitely want to get this. Definitely, Uther Strength is a must, 100%. If you want to tank, you need this trinket. It's just too good. It procs all the time. It doesn't all proc all the time, but it procs a lot, and absorbs a lot, pretty good amount of damage. We're talking like You know, I think it's like 250 damage probably. So when you watch me fight, now watch me fight these two mobs, right? And let's, like when I fight these mobs,
Lovely.
when you see it say the light, I have like right there. See that says the light? That means that just right now, this Uther Strength trinket procced. See the bubble around me here? It's absorbing damage. Absorb, absorb, absorb. See all these absorbs? It's still, look how long it lasted. It absorbed a lot of damage. So that trinket is 100%. You need to get that if you want to tank. It's just such a good trinket. And the good thing is the price of that on the auction house has dropped. It used to be like, you know, 80, 90 gold, or even over 100 gold. Now I've seen as cheap as like 35 gold lately. So that's good. Yeah, that's cool. If you've got a friend who can DPS for you. Also, I mean, if you look at this weapon here, the Flurry Axe, is definitely, I would say, get this weapon. Like I paid 150 gold for it. You want to get the Flurry Axe. It's really, really good because it, you know, the fast attack speed, and you know, it's really gonna, when you have a target judge with light and you have your Flurry Axe, you're gonna be getting a lot of health back if you want to get a lot of wisdom back. So the Flurry Axe really helps your judgments on kind of like your regeneration of your mana and your health. So definitely, you know, this is another item. I would say the Flurry Axe and Uther Strength, these are two items that you really want to focus on getting. Skullflame Shield as well. Try to get a Skullflame Shield, but they're really expensive in the auction house, like 400 gold. But definitely get yourself a Skullflame Shield if you can.
Lovely. You were screwed.
And that macro is starting to make me mad because it doesn't always work. Ah, finally some more grain. He gave you 300 gold? Okay. That's good that your friend gave you 300 gold, dude. Go ahead and get yourself the Uther Strength Pendant, definitely. Try to get it for around 30 gold if you can. So don't buy stuff for too expensive prices. You know, I would say try to get Uther Strength for around 30 to 50 gold. Try to get yourself a Flurry Axe. You can get yourself a Flurry Axe between 100 to 150 gold. Definitely do it. So basically just every time you go to a major city, check the auction house. And check for the price on Flurry Axe and the Uther Strength. You know, other items you might want to get. Yeah, you're gonna need some good shields. So just just try to get yourself some blue shields. Don't waste too much money on a shield. Like the prices on shields have gone down a lot, so you can get a decent blue shield for like even like 5 gold. You know, I wish here. Let me log out and I'll go to the auction house real quick and I'll show you some stuff that you might want to, like if you're like a level 1 character, like we can look at stuff in the auction house. You know, since you have 300 gold, and you can say, okay, these are things that I want to target. You know, write them down on a notepad, or take some notes somewhere and just say these are things that I kind of I might want to use as I'm leveling up. This guy's gonna, don't hit me. I thought that guy was gonna hit me. I mean, if I was a level 1 paladin, this is one of the things I do every time I start to level up a new paladin on a new server. All right, you're going to want to go in here and you're going to look at shields, and let's see. So I think the first one's going to be around level 20. Yeah, see here. So this is the first shield you might want to go for. Now, see 3.94 gold. That's not bad. So if you can get this for like around 2 or 3 gold, that would be like where I'd be looking, like 2, 3 gold. Like 4 gold is a little bit, it's a little bit high. It's actually not bad. I mean, here's 9 and 6. So I mean, you could buy this shield right here. And you can also, again, look at instances and which instances drop shields. And if you want to just tank instances, you can do that as well. But the only thing you're going to be able to tank really at level 19 is like dead mines, and maybe if you want to go do, there might be like one other instance at 19. I can't remember which ones, but you can look that up online. But this one's not bad at level 19. But again, try to find a blacksmith that can attach shields, and you can just look for spike, right? Let's go trade goods. All right, so here's the different here's shield spikes, right? So you could buy a mithril shield spike. These prices have gone way down. Still, maybe buy yourself a couple mithril shield spikes if you can get them for like around 3 gold. That's not too bad. And then just find yourself a blacksmith. Get yourself a shield. Get yourself a shield like this, and then go ahead and just spam in the city and say, hey, I just need a blacksmith to attach a shield spike to a shield. You're probably going to want to tip the guy. Like, tell him you'll tip him. I don't know, tip him 50 silver, tip him gold, whatever you want to give up. And also, if he does it, ask him if it's okay if you add him to your friends list, so that in the future you can maybe ask him again. Try to make a friend. Try to befriend a blacksmith. It's always good when you're leveling up a new character to befriend like an enchanter and a blacksmith and maybe even a tailor. Someone who can make bags for you. Someone who can. Now you got 300 gold, so the other thing you're going to do off the bat is buy yourself some bags. I would go in, and if it was me, I would just buy a full set of mage wave bags, right? So like, look, 1 gold, that's cheap for a 12-slot bag. Shit, I'm tempted to buy it right now, But wow, why are there so few though? Normally you're gonna see a lot more. Damn. Here, let me buy that one. 1 gold. I'm actually gonna buy those for gold. That's a pretty good price. So yeah, go ahead and buy yourself a full. If you can get bags like I did for 1 gold each for these 12 slotters, go ahead and buy yourself like 6 of them. And set up your bank with 2 additional bag slots in your bank, and throw those additional ones in there, and then the other 4 will go right down here at the bottom. And as far as weapons on a brand new paladin, what you're going to look for is a fast weapon. Usually you're going to find the cheapest prices usually on maces. Swords just go for a little bit more because they look nicer. People know that people will pay for them. Here 2.6 is too slow. You don't want that. And skeletal club 2.6 again, too slow. You're not going to find a lot of great weapons early on. And obviously you're not going to pay 220 gold for something. So you're going to be looking at probably mostly just maybe some green items. Like maybe if I was level 20, like here, go ahead and buy yourself a driftwood club, 1.7 attack speed at level 10. Maybe buy that for yourself right off the bat, so when you hit level 10, you've got something like this to use. This will help you quite a bit. And then when you hit just go through here and look for something that's like around 1.8, 1.9, 1.7 attack speed. Just the faster weapons are going to help you with your regeneration every time you hit. Now, it's not as big a deal when you're low level because you're not going to have Seal of Light, I don't think, until level 20. Actually, I think it's level 30. So, but you will have Seal of... You will get your Seal of... which one? Hold on a second. Actually, let me... Oh, I don't have my phone. But you will start to want fast attack weapons. So right in the very beginning, you know, it's not as big a deal because you don't have any... You know, you're not going to be judging like Seal of Wisdom or Seal of Light because you won't have that. But you will have... Let's see, what do you have at low level? Let's go back to my Paladin. But yeah, just buy yourself some green weapons, some green pretty quick weapons. I actually, like I said, in the very beginning, you're not going to be able to judge. You're going to have Seal of Righteousness. You're going to have Crusader. So what you're going to be doing early is you may even just be judging Crusader on a mob and then just using Righteous to, you're going to get additional damage. When you judge Crusader, you know, other attacks against that target are going to get additional holy damage, so that's going to give you the biggest DPS boost. So early on, like maybe level, 10 through 20, you might be judging, Crusader, and then just throwing up Seal of Righteous. So I'll show you what I mean by that. You're going to go up to target, and you're going to judge him with Crusader, and then you're going to throw up your Righteous here. And you'll do your most. You're going to be doing most of your DPS with this kind of setup where you're judging Crusader and using Righteous. But so maybe like level 10 to 20, that might be your rotation just to kill mobs quick. So getting a weapon that's like, I would say around 2.2 attack speed would be pretty good. Anything between 1.7 to 2.4. Because you're not really judging that much. It's like you're going to do more damage, top end damage with a slow weapon, obviously. Like. See, this weapon only, top end damage is only 69, so it's pretty low. But it's because it's a 1.5 attack speed. So if you were going, you can also level if you want, even though you're protection, you can still level with a two-hand weapon. I mean, I've got a two-hand weapon in my inventory. See, here's my two-hand weapon. So if you want to go with, hold on a second. You can also. If you want to level up to like maybe level 20 or 30 really quickly before you tank, you could go with a Retribution build. There's the thing with Paladin, it's hard to give people advice because there's so much, there's so much to the Paladin class. It's actually extremely it's very depth. There's a lot of depth to the Paladin class. Like if someone asked me to give advice like on a priest, it'd be pretty easy. I'd be like, okay, get yourself a good wand and do yourself a disc wand, disc holy wand leveling build. But for Paladin, it's nowhere near that simplistic. Hey, what's up, Bannon? Bannon. I do sing, actually, and I do play guitar. That was actually one of my goals, would be to write some music and actually use it for my videos. That's definitely something I've always wanted to do. But I have a list of songs that I know have not been flagged, that are never flagged for copyright. That's why you'll hear a lot of the same music when you watch my videos, just simply because I know those songs are safe songs to use. And they're mostly scouting music, and I really like those songs, you know. So...
Lovely. Lovely.
Let's see how many I block here.
You
3.
were screwed.
I'm like 1 block. Nope. So you can see Holy Shield's pretty much a waste against single targets. I wish my friend would. I tell you what, Pierre. I wish my friend would have gave me 300 gold when I first played this character and I first got on the server. I wish somebody would have given me 300 gold. But if you go back and, you know, I gotta say Holy Shield to you. Yeah, you could. Once you proc me out, use Holy Shield this. Yep, I do that sometimes, but sometimes I'm just lazy. I just throw it up because I got plenty of mana. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But it's funny when you're watching some other videos. I know Bucci Smash, he's saying that the single biggest things that protection tanking paladins do wrong is actually spamming Holy Shield when it's on off cooldown, which I totally agree with him. I'm not going to use a lot of Holy Shield. Like if I'm in BRD, yeah, I'll throw up like a Holy Shield, like because initially that'll help me generate more threat, and it also, you know, when I'm pulling, I'm going to pull like 5-6 mobs, so they'll blow right through that Holy Shield. So it does help me generate a little initial threat. But like here, I'm just throwing a Holy Shield right now. You know, although I have blocked. Actually, it looks like he's. Yeah, in that case, I used every charge of the Holy Shield on this guy. But yeah, you kind of, like you said, you'll kind of want to wait until you see Redoubt come up. That way, your block's going to be much higher, like 60%. Well, it'll be even more than that based on, it'll be like 65%. 65 point. It would be 65.40. Sucks that I have to go. I'm actually tired now. I couldn't sleep. That's the only reason I'm playing right now. Vannon, check it out, Vannon. I got my first Arena Master. So I did a little PvP when I first got online. But, which is always fun. I love PvP. Mark of the Chosen! I'm gonna change my seals here because I'm gonna need more health. So we're going double light here, just until the first guy drops. Then we'll do a little more.
You were screwed.
Really? taking a lot of damage here. Oh, it's because I had 4. I didn't realize I had 4 on me. I did not
You were
realize
screwed.
I had 4 on me. I wonder why I was taking damage. Oh, you're running Grave Market shows it now? Nice. It's definitely kind of a painful, you know, it's a painful quest to do. Luckily I had Ken to help me. Ken was me and him both went and got it for both of us, you know. Alright. So I just killed 4 guys and all I got was some silver. That's really depressing. Seriously. You know, at least you'd hope they'd give me some herbs or something.